YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. Family. To most, that word means love, loyalty, and honor. When we come into this world, no one can pick what family they are born into and what's the dynamics. You have some families that have a close bond. They look out for each other, break bread, help their peoples in life, lend an ear when their loved ones are going through something, have gatherings, all the things associated with what some would call having a good family. Then you have other dynamics, internal beef amongst relatives, sisters not getting along, cousins that might not like each other, picks, meaning I rock with this aunt and cousin, but not my other ones. That can get messy to the point your own family start to feel like your enemies. Some ride with each other right or wrong, or through thick and thin, as the old saying goes, because blood is thicker than water. But that's not always the case. I had a cousin once tell me during a sad occasion, we get to the point we all gotta pick our family. What he meant by that was, yeah, we blood, but my man I have grew up with for the last 15 years, I might consider him family more than you. Which in real life happens all the time. We all got play cousins or homeboys we call brother, and to some, them relationships are more valuable than real family bonds. And on this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to discuss a case of a man accused of backdooring his own cousin to help his homeboy get some get back. Jamal Ellis and Vashawn Williamson, both 22 years old, are very close friends, to the point they called each other brothers, hung out at each other's family events, and kicked it almost every day. On July 29th of this year, the homeboys decided to hang with a third man, which was Jamal's blood cousin, who we will call T for this video. All three hung out, chopping it up, riding around, and sliding to different locations, until T finally headed his separate ways. While Jamal and Vashawn were still together, Vashawn realized his gun was missing. The two looked around everywhere for it, finally coming to the conclusion T must have took it before he left. This allegedly made Vashawn furious, feeling played. Somebody he let come around would steal something from him. But on the flip side, this was his right-hand man, who he called brother, blood cousin. That same day, they called T multiple times before Jamal called T's mother, which was his aunt, claiming your son took something from my mans and we gonna kill him. Confused on why her nephew was talking like that, the family all spoke to T about the gun and tried to keep Jamal and Vashawn at ease, trying to come up with a solution. Over the next few weeks though, things would get worse, and it seemed Jamal was riding with his homeboy, sending his own aunt, T's mother, threatening text messages, stating if family gotta go, that's just what it is then. Also telling her, pick your side, dig your own grave. Jamal let it be known Vashawn was his brother, and someone would have to pay for what T allegedly did. The situation got so out of hand that Jamal's mother stepped in to toss some sense into her son, stating that's your cousin and aunt, why you threatening them? She even pleaded with Vashawn not to do nothing to her nephew, coming out her own pocket, paying him $800 for the gun, in which Jamal and Vashawn agreed would solve the issue. But after the promise, Vashawn would still be angry and want payback, telling the family the money was cool, but it was the principle of the matter. He stole from me and somebody gotta pay. On August 29th, T was outside on the 300 block of Iowa Avenue in Fort Lauderdale. It was about 11:15 p.m. His mother, sister, and father were all outside as well. T got in his whip and was getting ready to go hang out with a friend for their birthday, when the man with all black on started bopping down the street. He crept up on the car, asking T where my blick at, before stating, I told you I was gonna catch you. After that, multiple shots went off, and the shooter fled on foot. T's family called local police after realizing he was hit in the head. He was rushed to a local hospital, but unfortunately, he would not survive his injuries. Police spoke with the family, who stated they knew exactly what happened and recognized the shooter as Vashon. They explained the threats and situation about the gun. T's father explained Vashon was best friends with his nephew and that Jamal was also making threats. That same night, about 12:05 a.m., Jamal's mother received a call. It was from Vashon. He stated, "I didn't kill T. Tell him it wasn't me." Police felt at the time no one could have known about the shooting. It didn't hit the news, and T was just pronounced gone. The only way was unless Vashon was dead at the crime scene. Police also talked to Jamal's mother, who stated her son was taking his homeboy's side over his own family and was making threats, even after she paid $800. Detectives felt it was a setup that Vashon had been looking for T but couldn't find him until that day. They alleged Jamal spoke with family members and gave Vashon the drop and location on where his own cousin would be at. Eventually, Vashon was picked up and charged with premeditated murder, as multiple people were able to identify him as the alleged shooter. Also, even though he wasn't at the scene, Jamal was also arrested and charged with the same thing, as police claimed he set up his own cousin to be killed. The case is new and hasn't made its way to trial yet, and both men are innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to the victim. I send my prayers and condolences to his family. His name wasn't T. I used that name for this video because the family didn't want the name released. I'm curious to know what y'all think about this situation. So I'm going to leave the moral of the story on this one up to y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Definitely be respectful. And remember, we got to succeed not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, it's a crazy story. Your own cousin, but I ain't gonna talk too much more. Like I said, y'all let me know what y'all think. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This is another episode of Hood Tales. This your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.